So, everybody saying Floyd Money Mayweather is broke because they seen his lawsuit. Um, I don't know if it was against HBO or Showtime. He's suing them for like 300 mil or some crazy number. It talks about him suing Al Heyman. You know, so this is what everybody has been waiting for: the great fall of Floyd Money Mayweather. And I seen on Facebook, Jason Whitlock had some of his expenses and was basically saying Floyd is broke because of his own doing. So I'm gonna read it off here. Jason said Floyd's gone broke. He has nobody to blame but himself. His spending habits and list of expenses are mind-boggling. Floyd never wore the same pair of underwear twice. He employed someone full-time whose only job was sanitizing his car collection each morning. 12K weekly at Japanese steakhouses for years. 50K a diamond encrusted iPod. $18 million watch, $10 million wedding ring for a woman. Now execs 5 Bugattis, approximately 3 to 12 million each. 16 Rolls Royce, approximately 350 to 400K each. 5 million. I don't even know what to see. That's how you know I'm broke. Koenigsegg. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's a boat. 60 million Gulfstream jet, 30 million spare jet, and a 5.9 million gambled on one game. Six figures on Little Caesars Bowl. Averaged 1K a week in bets, and lost 50 million gambling in 1 year. Woo! Now he's selling his jets and cars. Still owes Logan Paul 1.5 million from 4 years ago. His career earnings are 1.2 billion, and he's broke. His plan to fix this is fighting Mike Tyson. Incredible. Hmm. 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 Well, so Floyd Mayweather made $1 billion, but this is the thing. You know, I thought that Floyd would never be in money trouble because I thought Al Heyman, being a Harvard economist or whatever, would have had Floyd making money every month. How do you make money every month if you're a billionaire? Um, you invest in spice mines and diamond mines and things like that, oil reserves, um, skyscrapers. Floyd had talked about his skyscraper investments. So, what's going on that would make Floyd need money? Is it that he was spending ahead of his investments? Has his investments failed? Have some of his investing partners stepped away from him? It's not really making sense. The only thing that makes sense to me is what Kwame Brown has been talking about for months now, saying that he's talking about NBA athletes, but maybe it just people with money, period. Once you hit a certain amount, you have to put that money in a bank, or they influence you to put your money in a bank where it's necessary that you have a manager over top of the money. And a manager cannot be yourself. So that means you give someone else the rights to your money. And they can legally steal your money just by using these fancy banks. So I think Floyd is a victim, just like them NBA players. I don't know if it's Al Heyman, his financial advisor, or just somebody in his circle. There was no way Floyd could have attended to all of those businesses during his career, especially not in the heyday of his career, because he was training 3 times a day, training over 10 hours a day, trying to be the number one guy. So he boxed professionally for over 20 years. There was no way he could have managed his own finances and built $1 billion empire. So somebody who was in control, they ripped him off. And those major organizations like Showtime, HBO probably ripped him off as well. They have the lawyers. They understand the business. Even though he made money, he probably should have made more money. But not only that, when he made the money, he had to put the money in someone else's hands and trust that they were going to do the right things. So they probably did do the right things initially to make themselves more money, and then they just robbed him. So right now, is Floyd broke? No, I don't think he's broke. I think it's just like the White Chicks movie where they said, are we Martha Stewart broke or we MC Hammer broke? And the white dad was like, MC Hammer! But if you Martha Stewart broke, what does that mean? That means you still got a couple M's, but you're used to balling. You used to getting them cars washed, eating at Japanese steakhouses, used to doing all the stuff that Jason Whitlock was criticizing Floyd for doing. So Floyd wants to, live that lavish lifestyle probably until he dies. I can't blame him. Personally, it was great seeing a black man reach those heights. For me, it was just great. I know a lot of people didn't like that. I always dreaded this day. Something told me that Floyd wasn't going to be allowed to just, be that man, a black man, and just have all that money for real. Something told me. Something told me it was old. But look, hopefully he can make the money back fighting Tyson, Manny, and whoever else he's supposed to fight in the summer. But this time around, I would encourage Floyd to go to college or something, learn how to finance his own businesses, learn how to manage his own funds and things of that nature, so he doesn't have to put his trust inside of another man. Because what are men going to do? They're going to disappoint you. They're going to cheat you out of your money, unless it's your brother, unless it's truly a God-fearing man. But even then, I mean, that money changes things, man. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Floyd Money Mayweather. Might just be Floyd Mayweather now. It's really sad to see, and I hope that he's able to stay afloat.